Hey, my name's Joe Chris, and I write music for beer. A few years ago, I came across this idea of a food opera, where every diner at a restaurant has their own speaker that plays different sound based on what you're eating, and changes with you throughout the course of a meal. It's almost like a casino, where you just have this massive ambient cloud of music that's constantly changing and interactive with the diners. And this idea fascinated me. How could food have a sound? What is the effect sound has on taste? And this led me to a lot of research. I started reading all these academic journals, started reading and watching interviews with the inventor of the food opera, Ben Hogue. So there's this common idea that 50% of taste is actually your smell. Well, there's a lot of research nowadays that are suggesting otherwise, that sound is just as important. So what's really cool about this whole idea is that we can use sound to manipulate the perceived taste of food, which is mind-blowing. For example, airplane food. A lot of people say it tastes pretty bland. And scientists are starting to think that that is due to the low frequencies, the rumbling of the airplane in the sky. Scientists have run experiments where they've given diners custom headsets to listen to while they eat on an airplane, and they were able to bring back some of the taste of the food. Some other experiments that have been run are, they stifle people's ears and make them eat potato chips. Just as a control, but then they'll play different levels of crispiness, crunching sounds in their ears. And the crunchier a chip sounds, the crunchier, crispier it tastes. And that's just textural, but same thing with chocolate. Certain melodies and certain tones with chocolate, especially higher pitched frequencies, help bring out more of a perceived sweetness in the chocolate. The chocolate itself has not been changed. All that changed was the sound that was playing. And these experiments have been run with beer, like, you have an aluminum can, no label. They try it with a different variety of types of labels, and then a variety of music. And what was interesting was almost every time when the participants in the study believed that the music was written custom for the beer, they enjoyed the pairing and the individual items alone much more than if it was just a happy accident or a casual pairing. This enjoyment of the beer has also been retained after the listening experience. Let me read this quote from the article, Music Influences Hedonic and Taste Ratings in Beer. The participants rated having liked the sound beer tasting experience when their attention was drawn toward both the beer and the music as a single multisensory experience. By focusing on the music that was being played, people's attention was potentially drawn toward specific components of their sensory experience, in this case, toward the complexity of a craft beer's taste. They go on. The fact that most of the participants liked the song and agreed that it matched the taste of the beer led them to like the beer-music combination more when compared to their enjoyment while focusing on the beer's taste alone. What's really cool about all of this is sound is an item that we have not been using to its full potential. What if we treat a meal like a film score? What if we do a beer tasting like a beer and candy tasting, where you have like specific candy and specific beer that goes with it and it makes you enjoy it more. But what if we do that? Where we line up 4 or 5 different beers with music written specifically for each one of them. A beer and music pairing. Now, I was trying to do this for a while. I'm going 4 or 5 years on this now. I was going to try to do this after graduating college, and the pandemic hit. Things start to open up. I start developing my demos and start reaching out to breweries and trying to get some stuff happening, but the schedule's just been too tight. So I've decided to start doing this online. For now, I want to get moving on this. I do not want to wait any longer. So I'm going to starting today, I'm going to be posting videos of, you can't see it here, but I'll post a screenshot, the experiments that I've been running, and let you decide. I'll be going through tasting notes of the beer. I'll be talking about how the music interacts with the beer, and just kind of talking about the flavors. I'm also going to start incorporating food. We're going to be doing meals. I'm going to be writing combinations of all this stuff. Really push the envelope on this whole idea. I'm going to have a lot of fun in the new year, and stay tuned. We're going to drink a lot of good beer. We're going to have a lot of good food, and hopefully this will be a thing. I'll be posting these videos on my YouTube channel and on my new Instagram account, @SonicTastings. Cheers!